Hey guys, it's me Chandra, and so today's video I just want to do a short explanation regarding the new Nihil Element, the new Annihilator class, and also the disruption effect. I think some people still getting mixed and confused between one another, and in here I just want to make it more clear. Actually, if you already watched my Luna guide video, you already get the overview of it. This is just more a little bit detailed, but I believe if you already watched my Luna video, you don't need to watch this. So yeah, let's get started. So let's start first with the Nihil Element. So what actually this Nihil Element? Is there anything that make it this new element exclusive? Then the answer is no, there's nothing. It's just like treat like it's just a brand new element. Just thinking like, okay, before we only have dark lightning physical and suddenly it has ice. And then what's make it different? Nothing. It's only have additional with ice content. Same. This is will just have with a new Nihil content. Let's say like Nihil Warzone or anything that in the future they say, okay, Nihil Element will have advantage, something like that, blah blah blah. And that's pretty much it. Nothing really exclusive. So yeah, the new element, it's only until they reach like, yeah, elemental advantage from the stages, and that's it. And the next part is regarding disruption effect. So some of you may be still mixed up. Is it actually the Nihil exclusivity is actually the disruption effect? And I can say again is that try to separate the elements and the effect. The effect is completely a brand new feature that they will introduce even more in the future. So I think it's better to explain better in the future. So this is some people call effects. So one of the example, it's not just disruption but also like ignition. If you learn Bridget Kit, there's ignition, right? Yeah, that's effect. So try to separate those two. It's not always tied with the element. So maybe in the future they can make like Nihil Element with have like ignition effect. It's really possible. However, yeah, so far both of these characters, Teddy and Luna, they have Nihil and they have disruption. But I just want to say again is that it's not always determinant that the element will always have disruption. But as per right now, yes, both of them have disruption effect for Nihil Element. And to be specific, this disruption effect is brand new gimmick that the function is that to reduce faster the equilibrium field or the you see the purple shield. Yeah, those the one that have disruption effect, it can reduce much faster compared to the one that don't have this effect. So yeah, that's basically only it, the function of disruption effect, to reduce the purple shield faster. And lastly, regarding the Annihilator class. So basically Annihilator class is a character that can convert allies all buff and debuff, let's say like fire threat, fire resistance reduction, or fire damage increase, ice damage increase, into all elemental types buff and debuff. So let's say like it become all elemental damage increase, all elemental resistance reduction. However, take notes, Annihilator class will not work with physical, so sadly you cannot pair with Alisa. So the meaning all elemental types in here. So let's say I have Luna Oblivion, right? She is Annihilator class. So I put Watanabe in here. He is a fire tank, right? So when he apply fire threat or fire resistance reduction, it become all elemental resistance reduction, meaning that if you pair with Ayla will get disadvantage from this fire threat because it already convert into all elemental threat. So it's also the same when Ayla give ice damage bonus increase. When we have Luna in here, it will convert into all elemental damage increase. So that means Watanabe also can get the buff from the Ayla itself, so they can share between each other because they become all elemental types. If you don't believe me, then you can check again in the description on official PGR. It's literally say all elemental types. Some more people still believe like, yeah, it's actually convert into the Nihil Element, so that means only Luna that get the buff and debuff. No, exactly like that. It's kind of misleading. The buff is for everyone. Everyone will get the buff. But the problem like this, although it seems so handy, right? Yes, everyone can get the buff. That means that if I do, let's say in Fire Warzone, I can just put like Luna, Watanabe, and Ayla did. Then I can say, no, it will not work. Because what? The original element will still remain the same. It's only the buff and debuff that become universal. So let's say you play in Fire Warzone, only Watanabe that shine. The moment you switch to Luna and Ayla, the damage is so copium. Because what? Ayla will still deal ice damage. They didn't get advantage from the Fire Warzone bonus, and so Luna deal Nihil Element. She doesn't get any effect from the fire damage bonus itself from the Fire Warzone. So because of that, the one that only beneficial is the buff and debuff that become universal. So it doesn't mean that you can share between one another. It doesn't mean that you can just pair this type of team in every single element. You cannot, because the original elements still remain the same. However, if you have no choice, then that's where it becomes handy. But if you want to play to the end game, that's not the goal that you want to reach. We still want to stick with the classic, let's say like Fire Warzone or like Fire Element advantage, we stick with the Fire team. Ice Element advantage, we go with the Ice team, something like that. So although it's kinda misleading, but your understanding is not completely wrong for some of you that you think like it's only beneficial Luna, because technically in our content right now, this Annihilator class only beneficial for the Annihilator character itself, because it just giving buff and debuff for themselves that can utilize. So let's say in Nihil itself, right, because Luna doesn't have any partner itself, she can just utilize any type of element that can buff her, something like that. So because of that, yeah, you are not really wrong to think that it's only beneficial Luna itself, but the concept that it's not convert into Nihil Element or it's not convert into Luna Element, but it's actually convert into all elemental element for the buff and debuff, and their original damage still remain the same. That's why in here when I make the Luna guide video, I say like Luna is a very flexible main DPS, because her team, you can put any type of element as long their roles is amplifier or healer and the other slot is tank, and that's basically it. So you can even pair with Ayla and Watanabe and it's still okay. You can see some of the Warzone run that they even top score, they put Ayla, not even Leaf Empire still can get high score. What? Because they can still get beneficial between each other, although the most efficient still Leaf Empire because the rotation will feel faster. But at the end of the day, even then you would decide to put Ayla, it will not turn too bad. So that pretty much that's it. If you like this video, feel free to hit the subscribe button and like, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.